I'm sharing with you today some really awesome cookie recipes that start with a box of cake mix. I love using cake mix for cookies. They always turn out amazing and they're super easy also. So I'm going to be sharing you some really delicious cookies starting with a box of cake mix. Let's check them out. We're going to be starting off with a lemon boxed cake mix, and I just love lemon desserts. So it's one box of lemon cake mix, 2 eggs. I have vegetable oil. I'm going to use a half of a cup of vegetable oil. You can substitute this for melted butter if you'd like. I have a tablespoon of lemon juice, and this is going to make this so delicious and lemony. I'm going to give this a good stir. It mixes really easily, and it becomes a really good, nice, thick batter. Just really so perfect and so easy. I'm adding in half a cup of white chocolate chips, and I think that the white chocolate chips just pair really well with this lemon cake mix. So I have my baking mat lined cookie sheet. I'm going to roll these into balls, and I use my cookie scoop to make sure that they're all the same size, which makes it much easier, and especially with cooking, they all cook the same. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and I'm going to cook these for 10 to 11 minutes. Super quick and easy and so delicious. Nice and soft on the inside and perfect on the outside as well. I'm going to be using a box of Funfetti cake mix this time, and these are going to be Cool Whip cookies. I saw these cookies all winter long all over the internet, and I am finally now trying them, and oh my gosh, they are so fun to make and so delicious. So it's one box of cake mix, and you can use really any kind, 1 egg, and 1 tub of Cool Whip. Does not get any easier than this. You'll want to thaw your Cool Whip out so that it's nice and thawed out. So I'm going to take my cookie scoop, and I'm just going to dump this into a little bowl of powdered sugar because this dough is quite sticky. So once you get it onto the powdered sugar, you can work with it a little bit better. But I'm going to add each little cookie onto my baking mat lined cookie sheet, and I have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And I'm going to cook these for the same super quick and easy 10 to 11 minutes, and they come out really amazing. I was so impressed with this little hack on making cookies with Cool Whip. They turn out so good, so nice and fluffy, perfect on the inside, really delicious. These are a huge hit. I'm going to make some Butterfinger Bits cookies, and I love these. These are one of my favorites. So I have a box of yellow cake mix, which is one of my favorite bases for all of these cookies. I'm going to add in my 2 eggs. So a lot of these start with the same base with the cookie mix, the eggs, and the vegetable oil. So I have a half a cup of vegetable oil for this one. You can also substitute the vegetable oil, like I said, for butter, but you can also substitute it with applesauce, and that turns out really great as well if you're trying to be a little bit healthier. So I have the batter nice and thick and just perfect. So now I'm going to add in my Butterfinger bites. So I just buy them. They're already crushed up. So I have half a cup I'm going to add in. You can definitely crush your own candy if you'd like. You can put it in a Ziploc bag and crush it with a little meat mallet masher, and you can do it that way as well. But it's very easy just to buy them already crushed up. And these cookies are an absolute hit. Every time I make them, people just rave about them. So I have my baking mat lined cookie sheet, of course. My oven, of course, is preheating to 350 degrees, the same as before. I'm going to roll these into balls, and they roll really well. That's not sticky, but the batter is just a really great consistency. And this is going to make about 2 cookie sheets full of cookies. So these are absolutely wonderful. If you love soft cookies, you will love cake mix hack cookies because they're so soft and wonderful. There's going to be some peanut butter cookies. Same base as before. I have my yellow cake mix. I have my eggs and my vegetable oil. And this time I'll be adding in a cup of peanut butter as well. Peanut butter cookies are so great. They are always a big hit. You can do add-ins to these as well. You can add in chocolate chips if you'd like, or you could just keep them plain peanut butter, which I think is great also. So very easy. Give this a mix. Comes out a really great consistency like they all do. Nice and thick and just really easy to work with, which I really like. so they are not sticky, so you can roll it into balls with your hands. I like to roll the cookies into nice round balls because then when they cook, they're just a lot prettier. So you could just dollop them onto your cookie mat from the cookie scoop, but I like to make them nice and smooth and pretty. So now that these are all on my baking mat ready to go, I'm going to give them a little smash down with my fork to give them those little lines that you see in peanut butter cookies. So just really super easy, gonna use my fork to just give it these little lines on the top of the cookies. So my oven's preheated to 350 degrees. These are going to cook for 10 to 11 minutes and they are amazing. And like I mentioned before, all of these cake mix cookies are so nice and fluffy on the inside. You will absolutely love them. I have a hard time stopping at just one cookie, so beware, they are very addicting. So I'm going to do some chocolate cookies here, and these are going to be chocolate crinkle cookies, which are amazing. So I have a Devil's Food cake mix that I'm going to use for this, which is so delicious. I have my vegetable oil, of course, my base of making these cookies, my 2 eggs, and so this is going to be the base, of course. You can add in also, if you'd like, you can add in some vanilla extract, and you can also add in some chocolate chips to this as well, and then that would make this even more chocolatey. So I'm going to mix all of this, and it's going to make my nice thick batter like it does. You can refrigerate this batter if you'd like before you roll into the cookie doughs. You don't have to, but you can for about 30 minutes to chill it if you would like. So I do sometimes, but sometimes when I just want to get them made, I just make them anyways. I have my powdered sugar in a little bowl. I'm going to roll my cookies into my balls, and I'm going to dip it and roll it into the powdered sugar. I love chocolate crinkle cookies. They have always been, since I was a kid, one of my absolute favorites. And this is such an easy way to make these. They turn out so good. They turn out just like these ones I used to get from a bakery a while back. I used to always love them. That definitely reminds me of them, and they're so easy to make at home. Like, I just can't get enough of these, and it's just super simple with very few ingredients. So I'm going to make some oatmeal cookies, and these are really yummy, really easy. I love adding the oatmeal, makes them really great. So I have my yellow cake mix. I'm using old-fashioned oats. I have 1 cup of old-fashioned oats. I'm adding in 1/4 cup of sugar. I have my oil. I'm going to add some more oil into this one. I have 1 cup of oil. I'm going to use 2 eggs. And I used a little bit more oil for this one because of the extra oatmeal. Definitely needed some more of the liquid. I'm going to do some vanilla extract as well. I'm going to have the recipes for these in the description box. So if you want to make these cookies, head over to the description box below and it will have all of the recipes for these because they are very easy to make. But if you like to see something written down, I will have those in there for you. So now that these are all mixed up, they are ready to roll into the balls and add onto my baking mat lined cookie sheet. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees, of course, and these are going to cook quick and easy at 10 to 11 minutes. And all of these make about the same amount of cookies, so about 2 batches, and you have lots of cookies that are super delicious to share with your friends and your family. These ones are a very big hit. You can add chopped walnuts also. So I'm going to be doing some Snickerdoodle cookies. These are great. I have some yellow cake mix. I have my 2 eggs for my base of this. I have my vegetable oil as well, 1/2 cup of vegetable oil. I'm going to give this a mix, and it's going to make just the wonderful batter that it makes that I just love. It's so easy to work with. This base is just so great to customize with your favorite candies, favorite toppings, all kinds of different things. So I'm going to make a cinnamon sugar mixture, and this is just so fun to roll the cookie into to make a really great Snickerdoodle cookie. I just love Snickerdoodles, I always have, and so this one is just quick and easy and just comes out so good. So I'm gonna roll my dough into the balls. I'm gonna roll it into the cinnamon and sugar, and then these will be ready to bake. So it definitely does not get any easier than all of these different cake mix hacks. I love all of them. This one is no exception. It is delicious and easy. So I'm gonna bake these in the oven at 350 for 10 to 11 minutes, and they are so wonderful. I hope you enjoyed these cake mix hacks, all making cookies. Cookies are so fun to make, so fun to share with your friends and family. So I hope that you enjoyed these. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're new. Lots of cake mix hacks videos for you and lots of other cooking recipes as well. So make sure you subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.